I've noticed that the lighting makes all the difference. You can have a dark photo, and even if it's quote great work,
Beautiful work.
it's not going to get as good. And you can honestly have like bad work, but if it has good lighting, it's going to get more likes. It's going to get more like lighting is subconsciously like what makes or breaks something. And it's the visual first impression that clients get of you. It's that first impression. First impressions do matter, and first impressions sell. And the first thing clients see is not your skill, it's not your prices, it's your photos. And the harsh reality is, you could be the best in your city, but if your photos look shadowy or they're like off color, people will scroll right past. And a lot of times people think like, oh, I need better editing apps. I need to use AI to edit my apps. But lighting makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Lighting makes all the difference. We've seen the shadowy pictures, and as a girl, I can speak to this, it pulls out your blemishes. And so someone else sees that, it's like, I don't know if I can see myself in that picture. I don't know if I can see myself getting that service. But when you have beautiful lighting, your skin looks clear and beautiful, your customers looking at it going, I want to be that person. This is why female models work so well when they're modeling clothing. It's not, you look at the dress, but 9 times out of 10, you're going, I want to look like her. I'll buy the dress. It's the same thing. Your clients want to see themselves in those pictures. So when you have beautiful lighting and it's crystal clear and the detail of your work then shows up, then people see the detail of your work. They see themselves in that picture and they want that service that you offer.
And being a marketer, I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to psychology. And if you think about it, our brain is millions and millions of years old. So back in the caveman days, what did we associate dark with? A dark cave probably meant saber-toothed tiger or something's going to come out and kill us. And so to this day, our brain still views like a dark alley. You probably shouldn't walk down a dark alley. And so if your Instagram looks like a dark alley, then you're probably scaring off customers.
Absolutely. I mean, customers want to go where there's light. It's nice and bright. It's an airy afternoon out in the sun. You don't want to show them, hey, this is me in a back closet with dim lighting. And lighting matters. Stop the scroll. Let the customer see themselves in that image. It makes a huge difference. And nowadays, you don't even need this fancy camera equipment. Yeah. Smartphones have come so far that you, with a smartphone and good lighting, you're unstoppable. That's it.
For sure. And like you said, somebody asked in the chat, like, do I need a professional camera?
No.
I'll be honest, we have professional cameras everywhere, and I've tested this out, like a professional camera with like average lighting versus a iPhone with good lighting. iPhone with good lighting works every time.
And I'll give Cosmoglow a good little push here. It comes with a content clip. So when you're filming your services, you just put your phone up there and it records everything. And it's easy to access on and off. You can clip it in place. You can pull it down and say, hey, I heard the door open. Go ahead and help yourself for your next appointment. Pop it up and get that after photo.
We should have brought that. Like
we should.
I think it came with this one when we put it together. So we'll demonstrate it in a little bit.
But that's as simple as then everything on your feed, everything on your website looks uniform because you're taking those photos under the exact same angle with the exact same light. And uniform is another thing that really draws people in. Yeah. You want to have uniform. You want your pictures to all look in a similar way so that it's aesthetic to go down that feed, because then they'll stay on your page longer. And the longer they stay on your page, the more they know and trust you. And that's really your end goal.
Yeah, because like natural light's great, but if you're always relying on natural light, it's always going to be different because the sun changes all day. And so your picture is going to look different. And so if you have a standard uniform light, then all the pictures start to look a lot more, like you said, uniform, very similar as far as lighting goes.
And smartphone.
Yep.
You can handle it with most phones nowadays, can take great photos for you.
Because the thing is, like when someone goes to your Facebook, when they look at your videos, they're going to make a split-second decision, just like you guys do. You're going to keep scrolling if it doesn't catch your eye. And so you need to have eye-catching photos. And really, the only thing you need with that is a good light. You can just use any kind of smartphone. So that's why lighting is critical, because attention is the new currency. It is so hard to get attention right now. And so you have to make the the best use of the attention you get, and that's with good lighting. So the thing is, you can run the perfect ad with the perfect targeting, but if your photo is dark and it doesn't stand out, it will lose to something with better lighting. And so Cosmoglow does turn every picture into scroll stopping content, which that lowers your ad cost. It helps you acquire customers at a cheaper cost. So which one would you click, the left or the right? Yep, everyone says left. So lighting doesn't just, make you look good. It makes your content, your ads work better. And the thing is, and one thing I wanted to talk about today is social proof. So the more social proof you have, like reviews or people that are enjoying the service, the more clicks, customers, profits you're going to make. And so every one of you probably know that reviews matter. I hope as business owners, we all know that reviews are important.
Yes.
But if you can have reviews plus great photos with lighting, that's going to convert more people into booking. So whether it's on your Google My Business account, whether it's on your Instagram, you want to have great photos. So if you're someone who waits for the perfect daylight to take photos, you spend forever, over editing, because this is wasting your time. You were mentioning one of your customers said that they saved like hours a week editing photos when they got your light.
Yeah, they used to edit all of their photos, take up the exposure, take all the blemishes away. But it was a customer review, and she said, when I got your light, the content's so crisp that I saved hours in editing.
Yeah.
And that's what every business owner wants, right? You want to spend as little time doing all of this small work and getting the maximum results. So if you can just click and go, that's best case scenario.
Yep, for sure. So using, cheap lights from Amazon or wherever, that doesn't do your work justice. As beauty professionals, you deserve professional looking lighting. And start showing your work professionally. Start plus just having a photo with that light. I kind of like, all right, I say kind of, I love the way that arc looks. It just kind of catches your attention. It's like, oh, that's different. It's not this typical standard ring light. And so it does
Well, and the customers are looking. If a customer doesn't know you and they're just searching for services in that area, you need things to set yourself apart. So having professional lighting lets the customer know I can trust you because you have better lighting than the competition. Everyone has the type of lighting, that type of lighting, but this one's different. I can tell that they really put a lot of thought into the lighting they purchase, and that to a consumer is an instant win. I'm going to go with a person that pays attention to the details because most beauty services are very detail oriented. And your customer sees that. They pay attention to that even more than we do as professionals because they're just trying to pick you out from your competition. So being able to see, okay, that one has great photos. They pay attention to the details. They have professional lightings. I'm going to choose that person.
So someone said, does Cosmo Glow have different light settings?
We do. The XL does. So the XL has 3 tones and the original has a single tone. The reason is I made the original for me as a lash artist. It's all I needed. It's all I wanted. And I love a crisp, clean tone that to me lights up everything. It's perfect. We listened to our feedback. We had a lot of feedback from tattoo artists. And tattoo artists need several tones because as they're putting ink in your skin, they want to make sure, and this probably relates to permanent makeup as well, that if they're choosing a rose color, that it's going to look good from the time that customer wakes up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., all the way until night. So they want to see it under all the different tones. So I brought up the XL that have the 3 tones. So original is 1 tone, the XL is 3 tones, and then it also goes 12 inches higher and keeps you stable at that side. So if you have a standing bed or more like the dentist style treatment rooms, you're going to want the XL. The original is made for more of a massage style table, flat bed.
So, and these things are very sturdy. We put one together, you sent it to us from Texas because they're made in America.
I see a question for, does it get hot? They do not get hot.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons she designed it, isn't it?
Yeah, so in my salon, it was like a Goldilocks salon. I feel like every treatment room had a different type of light. And one girl would be sweating because she had 3 lights. And then my other treatment room, the client would be under a blanket shivering because the room was so cold because we had the air conditioner to keep the other room. So when I designed the lights, I made sure that it was no heat. These things can be on. We always set at a trade show and they're on all day. These have been on since 8 a.m. Just go ahead and feel it.
That's cool.
Because it's important to know that the environment you're creating for your customer, the ambiance that you're giving them, the details matter. And if they're too warm or too cold, they feel that. That could be a deal breaker for them never coming back. Love the service, but I was so cold the whole time. Or love the service, but I was working under this light that just made me feel like it was a heat lamp. Where allowing you to control the environment, that gives you the upper hand. So we made it so it is no heat.
Great questions, guys. And if we don't answer all your questions, we will at the end. We got to get to the giveaway. So that's why we're giving away Cosmo Glow lights tonight. And so here's some stats on that. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, so it's full shadowless coverage. Guys, I created this light because I sat in the same chair and I know the importance of being able to see from ear to ear, fully covered with no shadows, because in the lash world, you're dealing with individual pieces of hair, just little tiny hairs. And sometimes they're blonde, sometimes they're red. The difference in your work, your results, what you're doing to the customer, night and day difference when you have good lighting and bad lighting. And how does that matter to you, aside from the obvious? If you're getting better results, you're having happier clients. If happier clients are coming back, they're going to stay in your book more often and they're going to refer all their friends. If they refer you all of your friends, they're going to fill up your book. Once your books are full, you can charge more, you can increase your hourly rate and reduce your hours working. So in a way, having good lighting makes you more money in a simple roundabout way.
Oh yeah, for sure. In a direct way, in my opinion.
The 360, it's a little awkward for me to do it here, but everything about these lights rotates. They rotate fully.
Stop sharing so they can see that.
Oh, okay. Okay, these lights rotate fully around. It's made to be effortless. You can pull it into you doing a treatment and you can push it away off to the side. It's made to be so super flexible for you. And there's nothing else like it on the market. When I had my lights, I had 2 lights, and every time I had to help an elderly client up or make my bed, it was like I was fighting not only lights and shadows when I was working, but lights when I was resetting my room. And so I thought, God, if it could just be a light that could fold flat against the wall when I need it and position in place when I need it, it would be perfect. And so I have Cosmo Glow.
Who feels like if they had one of these lights that makes it so much easier, you would take more content of your customers and clients?
And here's the thing, if you're doing better work, you're giving better results, your clients are happier. It all comes back to you as you're growing your business. There's so many things that can help you become a better service provider, a better business owner. But some of them are so simple, such as professional lighting.
So yeah, compare that to other beauty ring lights. I mean, you guys know because you have to use, I mean, a lot of you have these.
It's not a tripod. I believe in flat bases. These things are heavy.
Yeah.
They're 28 pounds. I don't think any other light on the market goes past 10 or 11. When you get your box, you will understand when we say they're heavy duty. They're heavy duty because I didn't leave my salon in 6 years. Why did I need a traveling light? I didn't need a tripod. I needed equipment. As a service professional, you need to act like a service professional. You have a license and you need equipment that's going to back you up. And so I felt like, why don't I create a light that feels like it was meant to be a part of the equipment in my room? And that's what we have.